Imagine this. The moment you are born, your destiny is to be swallowed whole by your own father. Not ignored, not abandoned, eaten alive. What kind of god could rise from a beginning like that? Zeus, the future king of Mount Olympus, starts his life under that terrifying shadow. His father, Kronos, is a tyrant who has already swallowed 5 of Zeus's brothers and sisters. Desperate to stop a prophecy that says one of his children will one day overthrow him. In this world of fear and power, Zeus is not born into glory. He is born as a target. His mother, the goddess Rhea, cannot watch another child vanish into darkness. When Zeus is about to be born, she makes a desperate choice. She hides away on the island of Crete, gives birth in a secret cave, and protects her newborn son far from Kronos' eyes. Then she returns to the Titan king holding a stone wrapped in baby cloth and lets him swallow the lie, believing his last threat is gone. But the child he tried to erase is still alive, growing in secret. The hunted infant will one day become the god of thunder, the ruler of the sky, and the one who dares to challenge the old order of the Titans. And that is where the true journey of Zeus begins. As Zeus grows, his life is nothing like that of a prince. Hidden away on the rugged island of Crete, he is raised in a cave carved into the mountainside, far from palaces and thrones. Some stories say a gentle goat named Amalthea nurses him, and that armored guardians dance and clash their shields at the cave's mouth, drowning out the sound of his cries so Kronos can never hear him. Surrounded by wind, stone, and storm, Zeus learns to survive in a world that has already tried to erase him. Every tale he hears about Kronos and the brothers and sisters he never met fuels a quiet, growing fury inside him. By the time Zeus reaches adulthood, that fury has turned into resolve. He understands that as long as Kronos sits on the throne, the world belongs to fear. If anything is going to change, Zeus must do more than stay hidden. He has to confront the tyrant who is both his father and his enemy. But he also knows he cannot win this war alone. The first step is to free the gods trapped inside Kronos, the siblings who were swallowed the moment they were born. Zeus seeks out the wise goddess Metis, known for her sharp mind and clever plans. Together, they create a powerful potion designed to force Kronos to cough up what he has devoured. Zeus disguises himself, slips into his father's court like an ordinary servant, and offers Kronos a cup of the shimmering drink. Suspicious, but unaware of who stands before him, Kronos drinks. What happens next changes the fate of the cosmos. Kronos is seized by violent pain. He staggers, he chokes, and then he begins to vomit. First comes the stone wrapped in cloth, the fake baby he swallowed instead of Zeus. Then, one after another, the children he tried to destroy return to the world: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. They emerge not as infants, but as fully grown gods, furious and ready to fight. In an instant, Zeus is no longer alone. He has a family, an army, and a shared purpose: bring down the Titan who stole their lives. Even with his siblings at his side, Zeus knows the Titans are ancient and overwhelmingly strong. To stand a chance, he needs more than courage and anger. He needs power that can shake the universe. Guided by the earth itself, by the will of Gaia, Zeus descends into the deepest darkness of all, Tartarus, the prison at the bottom of existence. There, chained in endless night, he finds the Cyclopes, one-eyed giants who were once master craftsmen, and the Hecatonchires, the 100-handed ones, towering beings with 100 arms and 50 heads. Zeus breaks their chains and offers them freedom in exchange for their loyalty. Grateful, the Cyclopes return to their forges and create 3 legendary weapons that will define the future: a thunderbolt for Zeus, a trident for Poseidon, and a helm of invisibility for Hades. With the thunderbolt in his hand, Zeus no longer carries just hope. He carries the raw force of lightning, the power to split sky and earth in a single strike. And then the Great War begins, the Titanomachy. On one side stand Kronos and the Titans, ruling from Mount Othrys, hurling mountains and raw elemental power. On the other side stand Zeus, his freed siblings, the Cyclopes, and the 100-handed giants, fighting from what will one day be known as Mount Olympus. The battle rages for 10 long years. The sky is never fully clear. Storms roll endlessly, the ground shakes, and the seas boil. Zeus's thunderbolts streak across the heavens, lighting up the battlefield. Poseidon's trident shatters cliffs and sends towering waves crashing against Titan strongholds. Hades uses his helm to vanish into shadow, striking unseen and sowing terror among their enemies. The hundred-handed giants become living engines of destruction, hurling rock after rock, mountain after mountain, until the world seems buried in stone. Every clash of power threatens to tear the universe apart. But Zeus does not back down. Each bolt he throws is more than a weapon. It is a declaration that the age of fear is ending. At last, the balance breaks. The Titans begin to fall. One by one, their defenses crumble under the combined might of Zeus and his allies. Kronos is defeated, ripped down from the throne he stole and cast into Tartarus, locked away behind the very darkness he once used to control others. Many of the Titans are imprisoned beside him, bound in chains and guarded by the hundred-handed ones, who now serve Zeus. When the dust finally settles and the echoes of battle fade, a new order must be forged. Zeus and his brothers divide the world. Zeus takes the sky, Poseidon claims the sea, and Hades rules the underworld. The earth itself is shared among all gods and mortals. But even in this division, it is clear who stands above the rest. With thunderbolt in hand and the highest heavens as his domain, Zeus rises from hunted child to undisputed king of the gods. But becoming king is never the end of the story. For Zeus, it is the beginning of a different kind of battle. Not against Titans, but against chaos, rebellion, and even his own flaws. Now seated on the throne of Olympus, he is no longer the frightened child hiding in a cave. He is the one others fear, the one they pray to, and the one they blame when the sky breaks open with thunder. As ruler, Zeus is powerful but far from perfect. His temper flashes as quickly as lightning, his judgments can be harsh, and his desires often spark new conflicts among gods and mortals. Yet he also defends sacred oaths, punishes cruel injustice, and protects those who honor the laws of the gods. Every choice he makes echoes the way his life began, shaped by prophecy, driven by the fear that someone else might overthrow him as he once overthrew Kronos. In the end, Zeus's story is not just about a god of thunder hurling bolts from the sky. It is the journey of someone born under a death sentence who rose to rewrite his fate. From a hidden cave on Crete to the highest peak of Olympus, he transforms from prey into ruler, from hunted child into the symbol of divine authority. And every time a storm rolls in and lightning splits the heavens, it is as if the world remembers that rise and whispers the same name, Zeus.